Before he discovered Fortnite, Lachlan had already gone on an incredible journey. His Minecraft and Pokemon Go videos had gained him a respectable audience before switching over to Fortnite, which kicked his entire career into high gear.
Magic pops again. Look, he's in the water! Alright, I'm gonna catch him. Alright, get him. Here we go. Come on. Oh, first go! Oh, boys. 1, 2, 3. Bangs. Bangs all around.
He's signed contracts with YouTube, he has his very own clothing line, and Epic Games themselves are helping him produce an innovative new fashion show in their tournaments, keeping his fans engaged and entertained the entire time.
Welcome back to part 3 of Pokemon Go, the live Let's Play series, I guess. So today we've got some pretty big plans. We're gonna go straight to the phone store and buy an Android phone because then I can record the screen. So hopefully that should improve the video quality for you guys.
Lachlan is a shining star in the world of Fortnite, a wholesome gamer with a clean record, with his sights set on becoming one of the biggest YouTubers not just in Australia, but the entire world.
Nice, let's go! Let's go! Oh my god!
Screen, boy, let's go!
This video is about one of the biggest YouTubers in Australia, how he rose through the ranks to become a Fortnite fashionista, and how he blasted into the world of esports as one of YouTube's most treasured gaming stars. This is the story of Lachlan.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Craft Battle Duty here with my first Minecraft video. It's not really a Minecraft video, it's a Pixelmon Minecraft video today.
Lachlan started making videos on YouTube long before Fortnite even came out. He started off making content 7 years ago on a Minecraft mod called Pixelmon. He became popular pretty quickly, growing even more when he transitioned to making Pokemon Go videos into 2016. Lachlan had probably thought he'd seen all the growth he was likely to get after the game propelled him into the millions of subscribers. But Fortnite was still a force that would change his career forever. After Pokemon Go, content had started to fall off on YouTube. Lachlan had been looking for something new to revive his channel to the heights that he had been enjoying for most of 2016. He'd returned to Minecraft after the Pokemon Go fall off, and while his views were still good, it wasn't quite getting the job done. It didn't take long for Fortnite to do exactly that. It revived his channel viewer count, and he quickly became a Fortnite-only channel, and still manages to pull in millions of views in every upload to this day.
Yes, I am a We could have won the game, but instead, we decided to lose the game.
Lachlan is one of those rare gaming YouTubers with more than one YouTube channel, one for his usual brand of content and another for his varied uploads from a large variety of games. It was on his second channel, Lachlan Plays, that Lachlan uploaded his very first Fortnite video. His first video was actually a sponsored video, one that Epic had paid him to make. In the video, he had pretty much never touched the game before, but was playing alongside a Fortnite superstar you guys might know. While the video was a sponsored video, it looked like Lachlan was genuinely enjoying the game.
Elliot, you've cut me off! No! Elliot, I'm trapped now!
Right.
You've trapped me, they're on the other side.
Run out.
Oh no, you actually f***ed me.
You put a f***ing roof on!
No! You put the stairs on the other side. No, I'm dead. You put the stairs on the other side. No, it's underneath the stairs.
Lucky we're in trouble!
The building and harvesting mechanics felt similar to the mechanics he was used to in Minecraft, and he was already a fan of Battle Royales due to his time with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. The pairing was a match made in heaven, and within the space of a month, he had started uploading Fortnite content onto his main channel. He jumped onto the Fortnite bandwagon at the perfect time, not too early, not too late. And just like many other YouTubers and streamers who had already sort of made a name for themselves before Fortnite had come along, he was swept up in the current and his YouTube channel ballooned in size. With the previous trend that Lachlan had latched onto, Pokemon Go had increased his channel size to around 1 million subscribers. Fortnite managed to get him 2 million within a few months, and across the whole of 2018 and most of 2019, he was receiving hundreds of thousands of more subscribers every single month, propelling him to now having over 12 million subscribers in total. That makes him the second most subscribed gaming channel in Australia, with only Laserbeam ahead of him.
What? I can't. It won't let me build.
Oh no!
What? Oh no!
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Lachlan here, and today's video, before we get into it, is going to be Fortnite Battle Royale, and this is actually a sponsored video. Really awesome. I've wanted to try out this game for a while now.
Over the course of Lachlan's Fortnite career, he's been invited to some pretty incredible events. The first time Fortnite asked him to be part of an event, other than the time they literally paid him to play the game on his channel, was the very first Fortnite Pro-Am event at E3 in 2018. The Australian YouTuber was paired up with Robbie, a Canadian actor that you might know from shows like The Flash, where he played the character Firestorm, The X-Files, where he played Agent Miller, and more recently the sci-fi movie Code 8, where he played the character Connor Reed. The odds were definitely stacked against the pair. Lachlan hadn't dipped his toes into competitive Fortnite just yet, and Robbie had only played the game a little alongside Lachlan right before the event had happened. Either way, it was pretty obvious the pair were only taking part in the event for fun, and on Lachlan's part, it was probably pretty cool to play alongside a major TV actor. Sure, playing with pros was cool, but Lachlan would go on to embark on a project that would be much cooler than he had ever seen before.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wait. So it looks like maybe they're underwater. Maybe that's why he's moonwalking.
Okay. Oh,
All right. Oh,
God. Oh, he put out slurp juice. I farmed him for slurp juice.
that's pretty clever.
And he drank him.
Now hold on.
Oh, and it turned into a witch.
Transform!
The biggest event that Lachlan has ever been to was one of his own making, and more recently, it's probably one of the things that people knew him for the most. When it comes to Fortnite, streamers and YouTubers creating their own tournaments and competitive events for cash prizes isn't exactly anything new. Keemstar kicked off the trend before Epic had even started making an official tournament, and Ninja hosted IRL tournaments in Las Vegas. Lachlan was one of those content creators who had started to make his own Fortnite tournaments, but with his, they were actually pretty extravagant. Lachlan's twist on the tried and tested competitive formula was that the tournament was to have nothing to do with Fortnite's actual gameplay loop at all. There would be no building, there would be no shooting, there would only be the display of Fortnite's top fashion. Lachlan had actually been doing these Fortnite fashion shows for a while. It was an interesting way to spice up Fortnite during the long breaks, waiting on the updates for the Chapter 2 Season 1, and in a few cases he had offered up cash prizes or V-Bucks to contenders that managed to make it all the way to the finals. But all of those fashion shows paled in comparison to the most recent fashion events in which Epic Games actually decided to get involved. Epic loves new and interesting takes on existing formulas. That was the whole reason Fortnite was developed in the first place. So when they heard about these Fortnite fashion show tournaments taking place, they knew they had to get involved to try and make them even better. The rules of the tournament were simple. Using your Fortnite locker, you had to come up with a creative and original Fortnite combination that you either haven't seen anywhere else, or that just looks very cool and fashionable. In this Trios event, there were 4 rounds. The first was the standard fashion round, where the teams of 3 were judged on how good their outfits looked. Those who survived this round moved on to the performance round, where competitors would use emotes to put on cool performances that matched up with the outfits they have chosen.
Oh my God. And we bring
Oh, they
gifts.
brought a present.
And she thanks them.
Oh.
And then they walk back in their spaceship.
Oh, that's so good.
There are a ton of emotes in the game, so competitors were encouraged to get creative. The third round is another performance round, though this time the competitors were given access to all the items and weapons in the game to make your performance even more interesting and creative. The fourth and final round gave players access to add building into their performances as well.
Coming together now.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Slides out on
it
stage.
slides in. All right.
These 4 rounds were completed 10 different times live on stream with different sets of competitors. The 10 winners would compete for a share of $20,000, though each competitor was also given a Slurp Legend pack for just playing along. This is what makes Fortnite so incredible. You have so much skill expression with the game, there is literally no limit to how good you can get and how much you can stomp on your opponents, but there's also a creative and fun, expressive part of Fortnite that makes it so fun to watch and so fun to be a part of in the community. And although this fashion event does seem pretty troll, the event actually went better than anyone could have hoped for. 28,000 people had entered on social media, and the competitors that got in were all actually quite impressive. Those that made it to the final rounds were incredible, from feudal Japanese fight scenes to scenes from Monsters Inc. and even a cowboy-era duel.
Oh, she dead. Oh, she out the door. That's sick.
The creativity and showmanship that was on display during this fashion show was beyond anything anyone could have expected. In the end, a team that had based their performances and looks on an underwater theme with their grand finale performance of summoning a kraken to take down a pirate ship as part of a mermaid love story being deemed the most creative of all the performances that had been shown.
Got him.
Let's go.
Yep.
My box.
Got your box.
Ready? Dead.
Yep. Nice.
That's just a solo. Let's go.
Yeah, going. Cranking.
I broke him down.
Yeah, down. 2v2.
100. Get the
44.
kill.
Dead.
And
Let's go.
dead. Go.
Woo!
Good game.
Creating his own fashion-based tournaments is not the only contact that Lachlan had with his world of competitive Fortnite. He's also actually competed in proper competitive Fortnite events and tournaments. His first competitive showing was in Oceania Lux tournament back in 2019, in which he played alongside Mr. Fresh Asian. This is a duo that Lachlan would return to a few times in his early competitive career, playing alongside Fresh in 2 World Cup qualifying matches. While he had played in a couple of competitive events throughout 2019, he's played in more tournaments in the first 4 months of this year than he had through the entirety of 2019 already. Who knows if playing in the 2020 Australian Open sparked a greater love of competitive Fortnite, but after that February tournament, he found himself playing in the Fortnite Championship Series every single week with his duo partner, Radius. They've never outright won a tournament or anything like that, but they also haven't done anything particularly bad. Their best placement has thus far been in Heat 1 of the Season 2 Champion Series, in which they placed 7th. This puts them into the top 12 teams, which is pretty impressive considering those teams went onto the grand finals of the whole Oceania Champion Series. The pair only managed to come 23rd in the grand finals, meaning they walked away with $650, but for a player that never really showed a real interest in Fortnite competitive, this was actually quite impressive. It's not certain if Lachlan will continue playing in tournaments now that the FNCS is over, but it seems like he certainly has the potential to be pretty impressive as a competitive player if he actually gave it a solid shot. Lachlan's channel and stream have never really been about competitive though. From the very beginning, even when he was being paid to play the game, Lachlan's primary interest has been having fun and being entertaining. That's why he does crazy and innovative things like fashion shows and challenges and any video that is more entertaining. Whatever he's doing, it's clearly working. Lachlan's videos are still one of the most watched Fortnite videos on YouTube, easily matching or outstripping other channels that are bigger than his. In fact, YouTube liked Lachlan's content so much that they offered him an exclusive contract so that he would only stream his content on YouTube, keeping away from rival platforms like Twitch, Facebook Gaming, and Mixer. When you've got the support of Epic and YouTube on your side, then there's nothing that you can't do. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope that this was inspiring for some of you guys who really want to become content creators and not necessarily competitors. Lachlan is a great example of how you can play games for fun and still make people entertained without being hyper competitive and hyper good at the game. If you guys are aspiring content creators like Lachlan, just look to Lachlan's career as an example of what you can do. Just think outside the box on how you can make creative, interesting content with gaming. There's so much unexplored territory in gaming right now. Whatever makes you excited and happy to produce, you'll probably find an audience for it, and Lachlan is a great example of that. I'm sure if Fortnite disappeared, he would still have a ton of people following him because he's just so entertaining and fun to watch. I hope you guys learned a lot in this video and were inspired by Lachlan's story, and if you guys are interested in watching more story content like this, please leave us a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you guys are interested in getting better at Fortnite, go find a pro coach right now on ProGuides.com. That's it for the video, guys. Once again, it's been Christoph. Thank you so much for joining me today, and good luck in your next few games.